Hey, it's a beautiful day. Hey, as I ponder this morning and I'm walking, I'm thinking about change and how radical change is in our lives and in our world. But for me, I'm thinking about my change. You know, there was a time when I wouldn't walk. I had no reason to go for a walk. I didn't want to. I found that I was a hitchhiker. Yeah, I'm that old. From that period of the 70s where, you know, through high school and parts of college, if I wanted to go somewhere and I didn't have the wheels, I'd put out the thumb and find my way there. And you know, I could tell you stories about some of the weirdest people that have picked me up. Even shared one here on my channel once before. But you know, the one that really scared me was one time, my first trip to Florida. My friend and I hitchhiked all through the Clearwater area, going to the beach, going to the store, trying to find food to eat. And we got picked up by some really interesting people. But you know, the one that scared me and changed my perspective about hitchhiking was on a rainy Sunday afternoon. Didn't have hardly any money in my pocket. Figured, well, we better hitchhike back to where we had decided to stay. We had kind of finagled a way to stay with somebody, and it wasn't a great accommodations, but it was what we had. We had just eaten a meal, and we didn't eat much during that trip because we didn't have any money. But one of the things that was interesting was that this guy pulled over in a van. Now, you know, I'm a TV kid. I'm from the 70s generation. We watched a lot of those shows, you know, the Hawaii Five-O's, whatever. This guy pulled over in a van. My buddy jumped into the front seat. I slid open the van door. This van had no windows in it other than the passenger window, the driver's side, and the front window. And as I jumped into the van, I realized that I was in a van with every tool known to mankind. But not organized, not hung neatly, not put in a special place, but just tools that were absolutely everywhere. Now, you know, you see enough of those weird movies that you think this collection of assortment of tools is the kind that is easily leads to some debauchery or my death. As we drove, it started to rain, and we were glad we were picked up and were able to ride and not have to walk in the rain. But I started to get nervous about this van I was in and all this stuff that was around me. I finally kind of signaled to my friend, we need to get out as soon as we can. Maybe it was the fear that I was going to be a statistic somewhere. The guy that was driving, not to paint a picture of anybody in a bad way, but he was a big dude, and he looked like right out of the scene from Hawaii Five-O. Kind of a Samoan by appearance looking guy. Really, really large man. And he didn't speak. He didn't say hello. He didn't say hi. He didn't do anything other than just drive. I said, hey, we want to get out at the next light. But you know, the next light came and he continued to drive. I said, I really want to get out the next light. Hey, maybe the next block. Drop us off. We're near where we need to be. And he kept driving. I was a little bit panicked. And finally I voiced my concern loud enough to say, hey, this is it. We need to get out. He pulled over. I slid the door open. He grunted, didn't say goodbye, didn't say anything. My buddy and I jumped out and breathed a sigh of relief. Maybe we escaped death, most likely not, but it felt like it. And now here I am, years later, I'm walking. I'm not hitchhiking, I'm walking. And I'm just finding a little bit of humor in the fact that what I refused to do then suddenly changed because of an experience that I had, or changed because I'm getting old. That's it.